Right, let's talk about Watford. Let's bring Adam in.
We have to.
Yeah, we did. Well,
this season it's all right. I'm happy.
I had to actually check because I was like, no, I don't even know where Watford are in the Championship, but you're not actually doing that bad. You're seventh at the moment.
I'm quite surprised. Still on our first manager of the season.
Oh yeah, because you're the manager America run as well, don't you?
Yeah.
What aside from who's the? I've drawn a blank here. Who's the famous? Who was your chairman?
Elton John.
Elton John. That was it. I couldn't remember his name. I was literally like, could see the glasses and the piano. Aside from obviously following Elton John, why Watford?
It's a bit of a weird one, really, because nobody in my family. Well, my parents were never really football fans. My uncle, an Arsenal fan and a Tottenham fan, respectively. And then as a sort of 5-6-year-old kid, the thing you're exposed to at that time is Manchester United are the champions. So that was sort of how I started out and follow it on the TV. My godfather was actually a season ticket holder at Watford, and at the time he was a shareholder. And he said he'd take me along to a game, and that's how it started. So I started going in 1995, I think. I remember the first game, it was a friendly against Leicester, and we lost 1-0 back in the old Division 2. I think Leicester was still Premiership then. So, yeah, it was my first game, and yeah, I've carried on ever since.
And so they're seventh at the moment. They are because I mean I guess so. Since '95, they've been in the Prem a couple of times, haven't you? Since was it just once?
No, 99 to 6
to 06.
So, yeah, four times now.
Yeah, 4 times. Yeah.
Yeah, 99 was the first season we went up. Yeah, because that was when we went straight from League 2 all the way through, or Division 2 back then, all the way through Division 1 and straight through to Championship playoffs, Division 1 playoffs at the old Wembley. Great day out that was.
Oh yeah, the old Wembley.
Yeah, it was the only time I ever went there for that game.
Great ground.
So you've seen them, watched them in the Premiership, watched them in the. I mean, they're in the Championship now, and
watched them in Division 2.
And in Division 2. So, you've had a chance to see them in different leagues. Which is the best? Which do you most prefer them in?
Do you know what?
Weird question to ask, because
I obviously in the last sort of 10 years where we got the outside investment and got a bit bigger and managed to buy the bigger players and years in the Premiership, it's fun to watch and you see some great players. But I still like being little old Watford. Going back to the days of, I remember we had Robert Page at the back, Heido Helgeson up front, which is great players that worked hard, and it's our little club, it's our family club. We've still got our ground that for a while had 3 sides and has now finally got 4, but it's not one of these shoebox pop-up things that you see all these modern clubs buy, and it's still got its character. And that's what I like about it. I love the Championship. It's bloody frustrating being a Watford fan because of the inconsistencies, but I love the Championship because it's that league where you never know what's going to happen. You could just as easily get relegated as you could get promoted, and I'd love that about that level of football. It's still relatively honest. It's not too much rolling around like you see with some of these big high-flying guys. You still get the hard challenges going in, cold Tuesday night in Stoke, as they say. And I love that character of football. It's still, for me, it's still fairly honest. The money is in there now, but it's not quite taking it over, say, the level of the top levels of the game have. So for me, yeah, Championship's the league.